real to me, man. Appreciation. I like to make people, like Corey said earlier, Trae's a social butterfly. I love people, all races, all nationalities, all fucking religions. I love people, from the janitor to the CEO. I like to make everybody feel good, and it's real, it's genuine, it's authentic. People, I remember when I first got my new job, which I can't talk about, but I know I wear a suit every day. Mm-hmm. I got hyped for a minute. And I was coming on this dude's tie, and a coworker of mine was like, "Yo, why you complimenting guys?" I'm like, first of all, you square. Men like to feel good as well. All I said was, "It's a nice tie. Where'd you get it from?" And I went and bought it. Fuck it. I look better than him in that shit. But no, man, appreciation and accountability, man. I think a lot of people talk a good game.
The two things to never be embarrassed of is love and loyalty. Never be afraid to love, never be afraid to be loyal. But with that being said, be discerning of who is given that love and loyalty. Because there are plenty of people that will take advantage of that will use it against you and use it to get things from you that you shouldn't be given to them because they're not worthy of that love and loyalty. Mm.
So let me ask you a question, Rich. And see, if not a family member or a close friend that you had to question called you and they needed to borrow $500, and in your gut you know it's the wrong thing to do, what do?
They can't get it. Because I gotta trust. I mean, if my instinct tells me that they're not worthy, I gotta trust. My default is to trust myself.
Me do, see.
I'm going to speak on this from the perspective of one. I know a couple of the situations you're talking about.
Corey literally gave me advice 3 times.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
2 times in the last 2 months.
But here's what I'm gonna speak from, because I agree with Rich. But here's what I'm actually gonna do, because I ain't gonna lie about what I'm gonna do either. And I've actually done this, which is why I gave you the advice I gave you.
I was there when you did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. Not because I even think they deserve it or I think they're gonna pay me back. I'm gonna give it to them because it's gonna justify why I'm gonna cut their ass off later. All right. Because first of all, people go through hard time. You go through hard time. There's people I know I give money to, and they literally gonna be pressed to give it back to me. Like, they gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna find a way to give it back because this Corey, and Corey trusts me, so I'm gonna get it back. And there's gonna be people that be like, you know what? Corey gave me money, but he alright, man. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, Corey good.
Yeah, it's like, Corey good. Fuck him. Alright. So I'm gonna lend it either way, knowing damn well someone not gonna give it back, and after that I'm not gonna fuck with them. But the thing is, I'm only giving it because, just like what Rich said, don't give it to them. That's a decision I could make, but they're right on one aspect. All right, I'm good. I don't necessarily need it back. Okay. When you don't give it back, go ahead and let that sit on your conscience. You might not feel bad about it, but do know, especially because I'm good, you're going to need me before I need you. You knew that when you came to me. You knew that when you came to me and asked me for money. And if it's $500, I might be hot. You ask for $100, I might give it to you and not think twice about it. When you don't give it back, next time you ask, I'm be like, don't you still owe me $100? And if the answer is yes, then I guess you're not getting no more money. In fact, if you would have even text me and asked me for something after that, I'm going to be like, nah. And you could have borrowed 50 cents. I don't care. It's the principle.
Yeah.
All right?
Principle.
Exactly.
It ain't about the money, it's about the principle.
Yeah. It's all about the principle. And for me, it's like, hey, I have a wife.
Yep.
I'm not giving you shit that I don't feel that you give. That I feel that if I don't feel that you're loyal to me, why would I give this to you if I can give it to my wife, somebody I know is loyal to, and she can go get something nice for herself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
And I lose zero sleep over anybody that I don't give a fuck about.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Friends, family, anyone. Well, not even, they wouldn't be a friend at that time, but family or anyone, anyone that's not loyal.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Because if you spend your nights staying up thinking about people who don't give a shit about you, you'll never sleep.
And I talked to Corey about it. I called him to vent one day. Actually, not one day. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
But
as you should.
But it's like he's like, "Why the fuck you feel bad?" I'm like, "It's my family."
You're better off investing that money into a fucking.
First of all, I didn't want to do it. My gut said no.
Yeah.
But this person was starting a new job. They hit me up. I'm fucked up. Let me borrow this.
But Trae, that's also not your problem.
I know. I'm going there.
That's funny because he said that.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
He was like, I need this. I'm fucked up. Let me get this. First check, you got it back. I didn't say what you need it for. Same thing Corey did to me. I didn't ask questions. I didn't say what you need it for. I didn't say give it back this. I didn't say shit. No guidelines. Roger that. On the way home, he had that money within a half an hour. Only thing I said before I put it in his hand, I said, is this for work purposes or recreational? Be honest. He said work. Boom. Done. 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, matter of fact, I got to put 3 weeks in a week in a hole, so I get paid in 3 weeks. Cool.
That's understandable.
That day came, paycheck day. I didn't see him. I didn't hear from him. I didn't text him. I didn't call him. The next day, I came out of work. I had a text. Hey, just so we don't cross wires, I had to do something for my car. I had to take care of a bank account of mine. I'll get you my next check.
So
He said it to me.
Yes.
So I'm like, mind you, we're texting, so people, we all take different texts different ways and misconstrue shit. But to me, it was like, fuck Trae.
Say you ain't getting this money.
So basically, he's like, fuck Trae. He didn't ask me if he can give it to me 2 weeks later.
So, nigga, you'll get this when I. Yeah, it's like you'll get this shit when I late when I
so
get it.
My
to
thing was, excuse me, sir. Did you know you had this problem before you were supposed to pay me back yesterday?
You had to know about the check account. You had to know about the shit prior.
And are you basically telling me your whole check is gone?
Yeah.
And I said it doesn't work that way. It's about responsibility and principle. He texted me back. Look, bro, I'm trying to give you your money back all at once. I ain't trying to wait another 2 weeks and have to borrow money from somebody else and be broke. Me, I'm like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
You made a commitment.
You gotta stick
you got
to
a
it.
Responsibility. I held you to an expectation, and I held you to your word.
Yeah.
I need my money today.
I need my money today.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. We had talked right before he sent that text.
It's not about the money.
It's principle.
It's about the principle. Now, if you would have hit me up a week and a half, like, yo, fucking car situation,
Struggle. Yeah.
fucking account. Cool. Give it back to me when you're on your feet. I don't need the money.
But don't make these false promises.
You can't tell me the date of.
You don't tell me when you're gonna give it to me. I'll get it. Yeah.
So, and the police listening, just don't listen to this analogy. If you ask me to front you an ounce of coke, I'm gonna give it to you first of the month. I'm gonna give you the coke, or I'm gonna give you the money. First month come, you don't got either one. If I'm motherfucking, who's the cartel dude?
You talk about
Escobar?
I was about to say Escobar, Chapo.
So,
which one?
First of the month. What do you think happened to you? You ain't got either one. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you a real nigga and blah blah blah. No.
Need my money today. Did you get your money that day?
Yeah. Yeah, I got my money. Gave it to me. He walked away. Didn't say thank you. He didn't say I'm sorry. He didn't try to talk about it. He didn't say it was a misconstrued, misunderstanding. Nothing.
That means he had that shit. He was just gonna try to pay you when he.
I don't want to put it all on this because she might hear it, but I don't give a fuck. Like you
Fuck
said,
it.
we ain't holding back.
Yeah.
Family. We live together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Corey what was gonna happen before. I said he ain't gonna talk to me because he's mad. He's never been held responsible for anything.
But you know what though, it's funny that we even
He gonna thank me later.
Yeah, it's funny, and that's another reason I said earlier.
So I told Corey, he was like, I think he was like, fuck Trae. Trae got money.
It's gonna be a good episode to get Trae in on, because we had just literally yesterday talking about that shit.
I'm good. I do have money.
So relationships.
But no,
what do you look for in a relationship with a woman?
I need a girl. She gotta have nice feet.
Damn. That's where we're going.
Oh, what does loyalty in a relationship look like to you?
Loyalty is...
That's the question right there.
Hard, man.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of obvious pillars to
I got a foot fetish.
I mean, yeah. I think we both on that.
Nice feet, yeah.
But I mean, like, for me at least, I feel like there's a couple of obvious pillars to loyalty in a relationship. So first of all, we're going to hint it on this in a couple other aspects. Like, you got to be consistent. If you're not consistent, I'm not even sure I can trust you. Like, there's just certain things about that just don't jive.
Consistent in what sense? Is that responding to text in a reasonable manner? Not like if you text her and she texts you back like 48 hours later talking about, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this?
No, honestly, my thing is, I'm a very be you type of person. So it's like, if you're one of them people that can text every 48 hours, then be consistent with text every 48 hours. But like, if I'm around you and I see you texting all the time,
on your phone all the time,
on your phone, and then I get a text every 48 hours, yeah, that might be a little iffy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be around a certain amount of time, especially like, and this is something I super understand because I'm a super busy person. Like, I'm all over the place. Like, I got blocks of time allocated for everything that's important to me, and honestly, people outside of that got to get whatever blocks of time I got left. Like, that's how I roll. Like, I'm super busy, so I'm just like, as far as relationships goes, my view of consistency is, no, let me take that back. My view of loyalty is be consistent, be straightforward, be truthful. And that's super important because I don't have to like what you got to say. I don't have to agree with what you say. I don't have to abide by, tolerate what you say. But still be you, because that gives me the ability to decide if this is for me or not. I can't say I give any one woman... Well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I can't say I give anything but one woman true attention. Like, it takes a lot to give somebody true attention. So, like, there might be one woman that has my attention. There might be others that have my interest, but not my attention. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a difference.
There's a big difference. So I'm like, you know what? If you have my attention is focused on a specific person. If you have my interest, you know, you're capable of achieving or gaining my attention. But you know what? I think I said that right first time. Achieving, because technically it's my time, so it's a fucking reward. All right, and vice versa. But I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, then you've done something to earn it. I expect that if you give it to me, I've done something to earn it. So, you know, it's an equal playing field. But it's like, if you're not loyal as far as like consistency and who you are goes, and that's what's most important. Because here's a misconception about relationships. People are loyal in relationships before they should be loyal in relationships. Loyal is an agreement. If you're not in an agreed status of loyalty where you both have said, you know what, I'm being loyal to you, you being loyal to me, then you done screwed yourself. Because that means one person being loyal and the other person is not, which means the other person is doing whatever the hell they feel like. In which case, you have not established loyalty. You have established a situationship.
Facts.
And that might be a bit of a problem. But that just means what loyalty means to me in a relationship. Like, what do you all think?
You want to take it?
No, I'm going to go ahead. You want me to go? You want to go?
For me, loyalty is knowing that I'm fucking up in public. but not siding with